So you want to be able to stream your videos up to YouTube. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to be taking OBS, the Elgato Game Capture HD, and we're going to be taking additional inputs, some other overlays, and show you how you can pull them all together into OBS and throw them onto YouTube and stream them all to your fans or just to friends if you want to do something private. Hopefully this will save you some headaches. Me and Tony were banging our heads trying to figure out a couple of things, but in this video we go over how to hook it up both on the hardware side and how to install and set up everything on the software side. So if you have any questions, please don't ask, because we barely know what we're doing. Oh, it's good hair day? I don't know. Where's makeup? Okay, so first thing, you gotta have the Elgato Game Capture software. This is what you need. Otherwise, in OBS, we'll get to that in a minute, you will not see the Elgato in the drop-down. You'll be scratching your head trying to figure out why. But for whatever reason, once you install the Game Capture software, it will then be available in OBS in the drop-down. So if you have Windows 7, I'll give you the link. It's here. Otherwise, if you have Windows 10, you can go to their main site and it's right on the main page under downloads. Okay? Alright, next you want the OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. So when you download the studio, this is what actually enables you to do multiple sources. So if you have audio from a microphone and audio from the game and video from the game and video from your camera, you got all these different sources. OBS allows you to pull in multiple sources and display them as one output source to your YouTube. So download the installer, for Windows 7, 8, all the way up to 10. Install it. Of all the different kind of software out there that can actually capture the DSLRs or video cameras onto the screen of your laptop or computer, Digicam Control was the one that really grabbed my attention. The biggest selling point is it's free. Make sure that you download the 2.074 version. But the stable version, 2.0, does not have that capability. Okay, so go ahead and download and install that. Okay, so now you should have OBS installed, Digicam Control installed, and the Game Capture HD software from Elgato. So go ahead and first let's launch the Digicam Control. And to make sure Digicam has full control of your camera, plug in the USB to your laptop and the other end into your camera. Okay, so now that we have everything powered up, what we want to do is click on the live button on the top. That's the LV icon. That should have come open as soon as when you powered up the camera and put it into video mode. So, right here. So we'll click on it, and now what you're seeing is a live feed capture. So that is your first step. Now we want to get it into OBS and our game capture into OBS. And then what you want to do is go ahead and minimize it or shrink it or size that you can manage on your screen on your laptop, unless you have dual displays or something like that. So I'm just going to keep it minimized for now, and then I'm going to start up game capture and we'll start game capturing, and we're going to put the two together with a couple of overlays and some some fun things and into OBS, and then we'll push it up to YouTube. Okay, let's start up OBS and see if we can get this video feed in there. Alright, as you notice, OBS is now started up. I don't get too lost in the details with all the icons, and OBS is no different. Just like the camera, I'm not going to go through every little detail and icon. I'm pretty happy with knowing exactly where I gotta go and what I need. So scenes are basically a group of sources. So this is our only scene by default. There's one. So when you have a scene, you want to add some sources. In this case, we want to get that video capture that's on our screen, the one that's being duplicated from the camera. So when you go to sources, you just want to add a source, and then for the camera, it's going to be a window or display capture. Okay, so we'll do a window capture, and you can call this the camera, and you say okay, and you go on your drop down, and mine is the Canon. Yours may be different. So whatever your camera is, go ahead and select it. And there it is. And OK. Voila. Now, as you notice, you have all these little circles around the side. That is so that you can actually shape it. And I'll show you how to do that. And fit it and crop it, basically. There we go. That wasn't holding the Alt key. Thought it was. Now, if you're not holding the Alt key, you can just click and move it wherever you want. You know, you can size it however you like. And transition is how you make it live. So on the left is your editing screen. And on the right is what the users actually see. Okay? So now we got the camera. We need the video game feed. Let's do that next. For the Elgato, that source is going to be a video capture device underneath our sources. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and hook up the HDMI because I know Nintendo gets a little funky and finicky with publishing videos with sound and games of their nature sometimes. So anyway, go ahead and launch your Game Capture HD, and in this case I am using the HDMI, which is just a pass-through. Now you know how to do both component and HDMI, so no worries. So I set it up for HDMI using the audio as well. This is pretty much all personal preference. This is just how I have it set it up. You can leave it as default. Okay, and once you have HDMI selected, you should see it pop up on the screen. So now what you want to do is feed this into OBS. So let's go back to OBS. So once you have Elgato running, and it is capturing, here we are in OBS. Remember, we got our live feed, hello, of the camera, and now we want to add a game capture. Okay, so we know the Elgato device is working. That's all we need to load this Game Capture HD software to do. Okay, we know that it's working, we know that it's configured to capture, and it's working fine. So go ahead and close it out. Okay, we don't need it. We only need the OBS. So go to video capture device, and we'll call this the kitty cat Elgato del perro del gato. So go ahead and select Elgato Game Capture HD in your drop down and make sure your Game Capture HD software is in fact closed. Okay, otherwise you're gonna have some issues. So give it a minute. There it is. It pops up. You may have to cycle the deactivate and activate. Okay, but if you do have Game Capture HD software running, you'll be here days, hours, you know, googling and cursing and swearing and flipping tables trying to figure out why it's not showing up. Okay, you can't use them both at the same time. OBS and Elgato don't play nice. Okay, OBS is the big dog, Elgato's the little cat. Alright, so you can also go to configure video, and it launches the software so that you can actually change this if you want to change some of the resolutions or any of the color patterns or color ranges, your profiles, 60 frames per second, etc., etc. It basically opens up the same software. Okay, so once you're done, just click OK. So now what we have is two inputs. We got to size them up. So remember, on the left is what you see, not the users. So let's go ahead and shrink this down, because I have it set to a 4:3 scale on my TV. Shrink it down just a little bit more. Okay, so good enough. You can play with it how you like. Transition, boom. So now you have two sources. You got the video camera, and you have your video game capture from Elgato. So you can also add other things. Let's say you want to add an image or an overlay or something that says, like I have one on my, we'll just call this the Genesis logo. So I downloaded the Genesis logo. It brings up a window, allows you to browse. So you can download any kind of image. It can be PNG, TGA, bitmap, you know, just about any of the standard formats. So I put mine on my desktop. There it is. Sega Genesis. Boom. Alright. Classics. So there's your image. And you can just put that down here. And well, let's make it just a hair bigger. Good enough. Okay, and transitions. Now everyone else sees it. Okay. So you got images, you have the camera feed, and you have the video game feed. So you have multiple inputs, and this is all for scene 1. You can add another scene and add other sources and switch between scenes. So right here what you're looking at, this is the Elgato, this is the audio capture. So even though I have my TV on mute, the Elgato's audio is capturing just fine, so people are going to be able to hear it. And you can maximize this, you can put a mic into it and make that louder than the game, and you know, you can do whatever you want. Okay? So now let's go to the next step. We want to stream this to YouTube so all our users can see what's going on. Okay, next thing we want to do, you want to go into YouTube, make sure that you're in your Creator Studio, and you want to start setting up your stream. Okay? So go to live streaming, and there's 2 ways to do this. You can actually do it as a stream now or as an event and save it and schedule it. So let's go to stream now. Okay, once you're in stream now, what you want to do, what do we got up here? One unread notification. New subscriber Rob Lowe. Hey Rob, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, buddy. That's pretty cool. Welcome aboard. Alright, so what was I talking about? I forgot now. Oh, okay, so you want to set up your YouTube stream. Okay, so under Creator Studio, you want to go first all the way down and make sure that you set up your stream key or setup. You want to copy this. Okay, I'm not going to reveal it. So you want to copy this. Zoop. Okay, you don't want to give that out to anybody because then people can actually, you know, stream on your channel, and you don't want that to happen. So similar to other videos, you know, you add your basic info: testing only, join at your own risk, you know, testing only, category gaming, you know, etc., etc., etc. Actually go private, not unlisted. Unlisted still sends it out, but you know, not to the public. Private, it's just for you. Okay, just for your testing. Alright, so now once you get that key, you're going to go back to OBS and go into settings. Oops, first go to stream. Okay, and then right here you want to paste in that key that you copied, or that stream key that you copied from YouTube. Okay, and you want to make sure that your YouTube gaming is selected as your service. And then your server is your primary ingest server. Okay, and that's it. The rest of these I leave alone. I don't touch any of this stuff. Like I said, I like to go exactly where I need to go, and then, you know, not mess with anything else. Okay. Alright, so go ahead and note OK. And once you paste that in there, you can start streaming. And over here, if you wait, there it is, starting. Receiving your content, your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. We did some tests here locally. It's roughly about 5 to 10 second difference. So I'm going to wave and we're going to look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe I wasn't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, 10 seconds. There's the wave. I was like, where's the wave? I don't get it. So that's what the YouTubers are actually seeing. You can also enable live chat over here so that you can actually talk to people. You know, there's a lot of different features I'm not going to go into on YouTube itself. But I am now live, and they are actually going to see what's going on here. So, and in here you can change and add different sources, and once you hit transition, it'll move over to the live, OBS side, and then, 10 seconds later, they'll see it here.
Hey guys, how's it going? This video was a lot of fun because running a tournament and then trying to stream a tournament are two very different things. And trying to get all the pieces and all the software and all the hardware and trying to know how they fit together can be a daunting task. So in this video, hopefully you learned something, because I know me and Tony did. We went through a lot of headaches trying to figure out how to do this, because we are going to be broadcasting our first retro tournament on February 24th. We'll be making an event for that. So enjoy the video, and if you have any questions, please don't ask, because we don't know how to do this.
Okay, I'm not getting any luck here.
Daunting task. So this
Oh, I got one watching. Shoot, someone joined. I gotta find out who it is and say, don't join. So once you're done, go ahead and click OK. So that you can actually start seeing the video. I might already be recording accidentally in Game Capture. Nope.
Oh, it's bad hair day.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Now let's try and deactivate and reactivate